Hello, American Dream Live follower, member. So happy to join live and to share the weekly topic. And before I go there, just a reminder about the mission of this community, how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. We experience more of that turmoil, conflicts around the world. It's in our local communities, in our homes, in our hearts, that it's very confusing what's going on around, and can be frustrating and can be experienced all kinds of mixed feelings, and hoping and that we attempting to possibly protecting ourselves from all that overwhelm and be able to actually function somehow. So it's that's the reason to keep actually the way to out the door out that turmoil, internal especially turmoil, is to actually keep growing the beliefs, keep shifting our thoughts so we can see things differently from a different perspective, and make some aligned action steps to move forward in our lives and enjoy and living our true American dream. So, without further ado, let's go for the topic, weekly topic. And today, I want to touch upon preserve. It somehow just show up, and it show up actually sooner than I expected. It was part of the scripture reading, and somehow my eyesight landed on it, and with taking a deeper breath reflection, there is definitely a message to be shared around that. And for some reason, and that somehow it wasn't so clear for me, that word was actually sep- keep separating to like pre serve. But possibly maybe somehow it's landing for you and you can discern that. What I want to share more about that word today is the meaning of the word preserve is to maintain same state. And like I had just mentioned, in that turmoil, it's even becoming more important for us to maintain the same state, and everything is changing. There's a lot of different things that's going on, and we feel like we cannot, and we are attempting at that comfort zone to somehow maintaining that same state, and at some point getting very uncomfortable to maintain that state because of all the changes, and we actually it becoming to the point that we don't have a choice but to change. So what I'm proposing here, how to maintain and how to be in that state of preserve, is some key ingredients to it are to practice more being present. This is something that it seems like not a very natural way in that busy way. However, that's where you actually can discern some wisdom, where you in that present moment you can create some opening in your mind and in your heart. So keep practicing being present, and I know how challenging it is with our minds to maintain that presence, to be in that now. It really takes efforts, because our minds usually goes to the past, to reliving some past things, or aiming for the future, and browsing there, and to somehow train our minds to be more present. It's really one of the key ingredients to maintain that same state, to preserve. So you can start with just some short, maybe even a minute, and keep practicing and extending to a longer periods of time, to create that preserve, to be in that preserve for yourself, and be able to find some meaning in behind all that turmoil that is going around. So the next one is deepening your trust. that's another part that many times the turmoils showing up when we have some doubts, when there's some doubts coming, and we're not sure how to go about it, if we can allow to trust. And practicing that deeper trust is crucial to actually maintain that same state, and not getting to some overdrive and some turmoils when we really, especially in those challenging moments, practicing more of that deepening that trust, that things will turn, maybe not necessarily the way we want them to turn, but many times they will turn for the better. The last one is to keep coming with love, or from love, is another key ingredient to that preserve. When you also practicing, and why I'm keep asking practice, because when you develop that practice, it becoming like a second nature, and it becoming easier to be in those states. Otherwise, it's not so natural. We becoming forgetful about it. We want to go back to what we used to. So when you start practicing and developing those habits, it's not so challenging for you to continue with that, with being present, and creating more of that, to deepening your trust, to actually keep coming from love. And I know that it's something that we get to actually practice, because that's where we can be that preserve, where we can maintain that status, and it won't be just a status quo. It will actually help us to in the peaceful time, and it will actually help us in some turmoil time, but in both states, to really somehow create that awareness, create that opening, where to find solutions to things, to challenges that we experiencing, and that will create that willingness to move forward with that deepening of the trust and coming with love. So I trust that it's helpful, gives you some idea, and gives you some food for thought. So feel free to share what resonates with that message. What's your thoughts about that topic, weekly topic? And I kind of meant to share a bit about our recent trip to California, and asking some interesting question, and I wasn't even sure where it's coming from, being at the beach and asking like about the salt, why ocean has the salt, and I was talking to my hubby about it, and some kind of silly answer came to preserve actually fish. And then there was some even more sillier thoughts were showing up with that, and I kind of brought that back to actually as human, the big percentage of us are like water, so are we kind of like walking oceans, and we definitely have some salt within us, and many times we are told that too much salt in our system is not good for our system. So preserving is not so much for us like with the oceans and preserving that, but actually to create that presence, to create deeper trust, and to create keep coming with more love. So without further ado, just some logistical stuff that is being streamed live at the YouTube channel American Dream Live, as well as in the private Facebook group community. The link to that community is posted on the YouTube channel. YouTube channel is public. It's easier to share from that YouTube channel if you think that that message might resonate with somebody that you want to share with, and I would encourage you to share that around. The more the merrier. You never know, that maybe somebody needs to hear, and maybe something that will lend and transform the experience of the person and experience that they actually dealing with and not sure how to kind of move forward. So I mentioned about the comments. Usually I come on Thursdays morning around 8, between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. And that's pretty much it. You're invited to the community for more interactive experience. YouTube channel is only on Thursdays for that live broadcast. So without further ado, sending you so much love, joy, and peace, and see you around. Take care.